Hey guys, Foxdrop here, welcome to another one of our Spectate gameplay. Today we are spectating a JAX jungle. This guy's a master tier player in Korea. Actually, I'll leave that sound as it is. He's a master tier player in Korea, guys. His name is actually Jungle JAX. So you think he's pretty good at this stuff. Be a master tier, full-on JAX jungle main. I wanted to do this video, guys, because when I've been streaming recently, a lot of people have been asking me about JAX jungle, but specifically like low elo champions and whether or not people like JAX are good to main in low elo. I think he's great for low elo, and I also think, well, this guy's a master tier JAX jungle main, so I think he's one of these champions that kind of scales well as well, going up through the tiers here. And today we're starting right off the bat with a standard level 3 clear, red buff, walls into blue buff, and now JAX is going to make his way into the mid lane for a cheeky gank. One of the best things about playing JAX jungle is that he's one of these champions who's very versatile. He can get a lot of stuff done at various stages of the game. He's someone who's very good in the early game because he can gank just like that. He's got a gap closer, he's got a stun, and a decent amount of damage. He's someone who can farm up if you just want to play the farming style. He scales very well with items. So he's a very versatile champion in that sense. So JAX jungle is someone who I would definitely recommend for all playstyles because he can fit a lot of different playstyles. And here you can see as well, 2 ganks already. A really nice mid-jump hook actually there, but still not enough to save the Sivir. In that situation, she's Donzo. There we go. Bob Jungle, Brandy Janan. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So let's get forward a little bit here because we're just going to be clearing the jungle. And today, let's start it off by saying, do you have your hot drink? I'm here with my cup of tea. That's all you need, really, innit? Make sure you grab yourself a drink. And also, we are joined today by Shad, who is asleep. There he is. You can see his head just down there, asleep on the floor next to us. So, we're pretty sorted to make this video, boys and girls. I hope you guys are ready as well. So, runes and masteries on your JAX jungle. This guy runs attack damage reds, 2 attack speed quints, and 1 attack damage quint. Armor yellows and scaling magic resist blues. Now, he's heavy farming here, but he's going back for a return gank in the mid lane here, which is not surprising because he's already got one. He's already blown this guy's flash, right? So if you want to focus on lanes where the summoners are down, makes, you know, I don't need to explain that. You know, if you've got someone's summoner down, focus on that lane because it's a free gank. You know, like this guy's putting a lot of pressure on Victor, and especially in the Kassadin to Victor matchup. If you put some pressure onto the Victor early, Kassadin being a melee champion before level 6, he gets bullied in most lane matchups. So just a little bit of pressure, just help him a little bit. That should help him scale into the post level 6 era where he wants to operate. So we'll take a look here at the item builds. He starts with his machete, and he actually started with 3 standard potions, not refillable. That is something this guy does differently. Quite interesting why he does that, but either way, that's what he decides to do. It makes a lot of sense, honestly, if he's going to be, you know, clearing as much as he is here, not recalling then. But you can probably go refillable as well. I play JAX jungle refillable, it works just fine. But something that's interesting to note about JAX's kind of awareness this game. This is the second time that something's happened in mid lane, and he's moved immediately from his jungle camp to look towards perhaps like if he can help, moving to help. He did it on the Krugs here, where he started moving and moved up here. He did it on the Wolves as well. He's got a very good awareness of what's going on the map. And as a jungler in general, that's something that's really important to have. You always want to know what's going on in the map so you can know what it is that you can help, if you can help someone. And if not, then he was in position here to hold this minion wave, which would have given him a lot of gold as well. And as a JAX player, he wants to have a lot of gold in the early game, so he can move into like a mid-late game position where he's got his core build, which you'll see this game is his jungle item plus Triforce. Now, he does that in every single game. By the way, Masteries, I didn't mention that, but Masteries, he goes for 12-18 with Thunderlords, which is interesting because when he plays top lane, he goes 18-12 with Fervor. But when he's playing jungle JAX, he always goes Thunderlords. But, I hope you guys are having a great day, by the way. Legit. It is a kind of cloudy day here in England. Yesterday it was raining really bad and just like really, really grey. But today it's a little bit better. It's still pretty miserable, honestly. Not great. Not great weather, but it's England, so what do you expect, really? So, not amazing, but I hope your weather's slightly better and you're having a wonderful day as well, because I find that when the weather turns and gets a bit nicer, my mood turns and gets a bit nicer as well. Anywho, talking about the build in this guy, because this is something which is kind of interesting. He's got like pretty much a core build with 2 variables. So firstly, he either goes Blood Razor or Warrior Enchant. But I don't, like, he gets both. Like, he gets Blood Razor and he gets Warrior Enchant. On his first back, he went for the blue smite into the double dagger. So he's going for the Blood Razor this game. But he has gone Warrior Enchant a lot, honestly. He gets it basically just as much. Is it really loud or is that just me? That seemed really loud on my headset, whatever. But yeah, he goes for either one. So either one works, kind of up to you. Blue smite or red smite as well. He goes both. And then after that, he'll rush the Triforce, which is core. Like, he does that more or less every single game. So jungle item into Triforce. And then after that, oh, is he going to get the cheeky gank here? The Riposte, not quite getting the stun off from Sion, but he's got the blue smite, slows him down, in position for the stun, boom, he's gone. Bleh, there it is. So, outside of the Triforce, he goes either Blader King or Gunblade. One of those two. Like 9 times out of 10 in his games, he'll have those 3 items. Well, like a mix of those 3 items, like jungle item, Triforce, Blader King slash Gunblade. Now, what is really something which I want you guys to take good note of this game, okay? Really important to take note of here, okay, guys? JAX has ganked some lanes, right? He's done some stuff, but he's farmed a shit ton this game. Like, seriously, a shit ton. And look at his score. We're 9 minutes into the game. This guy's at 0-0-2, okay? But he's level 7, which is actually a really high level. So his level is fine. But specifically, what's important to know is that he has just farmed. Like, he's farmed a crap ton. Now, a lot of times, when you're playing jungle, you'll want to try and help everyone you can help. So you'll roam into lanes all the time. You'll try and help your laners 24/7. And people think that if they're not ganking all the time, okay, if they're not ganking all the time, then they're failing as a jungler, which is not true. And look at this guy, 0-0-2 at 10 minutes. Alright, you don't have to be ganking 24/7 to get things done, especially on JAX, because this guy can just scale and can just... Well, this is cheeky. Cheeky play right here coming out of the JAX. I'm not sure, though. I think he can do this. He sees Victor. He sees 3 people bot lane. He knows there's no one else here. And the Thunderlords. Beautiful stuff. I don't actually know. Is there a way to check this? I can't check it in here. I don't actually think Thunderlords works off of your smite. Trading smite. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think it does. Doesn't really matter either way. That was cheeky. He put that ward down in the perfect, like the perfect Scar reward without hesitation. That was very cheeky. That was very cheeky. Nothing else to say about that one. Good shit. So he's finished his jungle item here. Building towards the Stinger as well. Normally when he goes for the Warrior Enchant, he'll get phased first. But going for the Stinger, basically just building Triforce here. So still farming up. Really important part of this game. Farming. His bot lane is kind of sucking this game, but he doesn't really care that much. As you can see, like he's mostly just focusing on farming. Yeah, that's just really, really important to note, guys. This guy hasn't sacrificed farm to help bot lane. He's just farmed. And that's really nice. And it's put him in a good position where he himself can do good shit. This dragon here is quite relatively opportunistic. JAX is very good at taking... Like, his single target damage is very, very good. So he's good at taking away dragon. And the reason why he went for that here was because he saw Thresh topside. So if you see someone go topside, you know that opens up the bot side of the map. That means he can try and make a play around that bot side. Similar to when he killed Fiora, he knew Elise was bot side, so he knew he could go quite aggressive there, even though he was on low health. Again, he moved his jungle camp here because he can see the mid lane is in a bit of a pickle. So he moves it just in case he can do something. And even now he's moving towards it. Like, he's always got awareness of the potential to make plays happen. He's not going to jump on Elise here because that will probably be a bit risky. She's got her jungle item complete, so I don't think he wants to go for that one, but still. Kassadin's out of it, so he goes to mid lane to hold the farm. Free farm, free CS for JAX here. This is something that's really important to do as a jungler in general, not just on JAX, but if your laner isn't around, just go to the lane, soak up the experience and the gold. It's really, really nice to do. Showing his awareness again here, running topside. I don't think he really wants to be here. I'm not sure he can do anything, but he might prove me wrong with the Sion passive. Jumps in with the blue smite, slow. Beautiful, uses the flash, but just pegs it after that. Just gets out of there. He's not having any of that stuff. I actually think he might be able to kill Fiora because Fiora is out of mana. Maybe he could do Fiora because she's completely owned, but maybe not. We'll see. He's going for it. There's the blue smite, slows it down. He's going to follow up with Counter-Strike soon. If it's up, there it is, but wasn't up early enough. But yeah, if the enemy's out of mana, you can go for that shit. Beautiful stuff. Let's get rid of this chat here. We don't want to see that chat. We don't want to see that bullshit, do we? We don't see that bullshit. Alright, good shit. I think it's also important as well that he's got the SKT JAX skin, because now it goes thunk, ding, thunk, ding, thunk, ding, when he hits things. That adds another level to his play, which I think is undeniably a positive factor. But still, 30 minutes into the game, it is dead even in the kills. Which honestly means that his influence this game is going to be quite important to determine whether or not he wins. If he doesn't play well, he will lose. I know that sounds really stupid, but pretty much just how it goes, because it's a very even game. So he has to be on it, basically. He's not going to get carried this game. He has to be on it. And still farming like an absolute truck. Let's take a look at the gold totals here. He has a total of 5,200 gold. That is more gold than anyone on his team. Legit, anyone on his team. And taking a look at the enemy mid laner, he's pretty fed. He's got over 1,000 gold more than Kassadin. Elise is rich as fuck. She's fed as well. So he's playing versus a fed mid laner and a fed jungler, which is the worst combination of fed people to play against when you're playing jungle. Because the mid laner roams around with you, like, to counter your plays all the time, because it's the mid laner, right? That's what the mid laner does. He roams. And the enemy jungler does the same thing, because it's the enemy jungler. So really sucks, honestly, to be playing versus a strong mid and jungle. Oh my god. God damn it. Why does this always happen to me? My monitor just turned off again. Fuck my life. Alright, if you guys have been watching my stream, you know this happens all the time. Anyway, he's setting up for a play on Sivir here. Interesting to note how he's positioning here. And he's not going around to like gank. He's actually positioning like here. He's completely out of vision right now though. Sivir doesn't know he's here, I don't think. Yeah, so Sivir doesn't know he's here. Let's see how this plays out. I would be surprised if Sivir pushes this next wave. And I think JAX would probably want to go around. Okay. Nice. Gets the ult and the spell shield. If JAX was going to go for the kill, he'd probably move around the river there. But either way, he gets the ultimate out of Sivir there. So that's all good. Good stuff. And then again, farming. 91 CS. And a shit ton of gold. More gold than anyone else on his team. Really, really important that he's just farming the shit out of this game. I mean, his team isn't even winning. It's not like he's just getting fed that way. He's just genuinely farming the jungle. Anyway, Victor is kind of vulnerable here. If he blue smites, if he gets the red buff, if he gets the stun, there's nothing this guy can do to survive. Skill order, by the way, WQE on JAX jungle. That's the easiest kill he's going to get this game for sure. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Might be able to get this mid tower as well. This will be the first tower his team gets unless they get top 4. They got the top, so this would be the second tower his team gets, but still all good shit happening here, boys and girls. All good shit happening. Good stuff. Are they going to go for another tower here? I would be a little bit surprised. Elise and Victor are both dead. They saw Sivir bot lane, so maybe they might go for something else, but maybe he's just picking up the minion wave here. He might actually rotate topside, which would be an interesting play because his team was topside, right? So he's like, okay, I'm going to join my team here. But more or less, he's just chilling out. Is he going to go for the Fiora now? This is quite an interesting one. I think most people would have recalled here. So it's interesting if he decides to go for something. But he has to respect the enemy team that he saw around this area. Again, the awareness to always know where the enemy team is positioned is really important on junglers. And you can see this one here as well. If he didn't have good awareness, he wouldn't have seen Elise and Thresher on that ward around this area. And then he may have gone for that Fiora play and then it would have collapsed and turned really awful for him. But still, might get something here, but most likely, I don't know. The spam question mark ping. There it is, boys. It happens even in high-low in Korea. Not sure he can hold that lane, though. He's not really... What the hell is Victor doing there? He's not really a champion who's good at holding minion waves. He's better at creating his own pressure rather than defending against the enemy team because he doesn't have very good wave clear and he's a melee champion. So he'd be vulnerable if he went to try and defend that wave. Instead he's just farming the shit out of the jungle still, which is good. Taking a look here at the scores, his team isn't doing great, but they're not... The game, it's still dead even. It's literally dead even right here. 3 towers apiece. Even gold, well, 100 gold more for the enemy team here. And even kills. So a very, very, very even game right here. This is a ballsy blast cone. I'm not sure if he's going to regret that one. Okay, just face checks it. And then, I guess to be fair, it's not particularly risky because he can always just jump out. But they have sacrificed the Infernal Dragon, which is not what you want to lose in solo queue. Infernal Dragon is the best dragon in the game. For solo queue, especially if you're playing a damaged jungler, you don't want to lose that shit. But he's lost it. That's not good, but At the same time, what's the point of trying to contest something you know you can't get anyway? If he tries to contest that, what's going to happen? He dies. And then they get it anyway. Like, this is no point trying to contest that shit. Instead, he's gone for the... oh my god. Okay, that's a pretty big burst right there. He's gone for the Triforce Machine, giving him a shit ton of bursts as well. Allows you to make plays like that. This Blue Smite is actually been quite useful just for bursts this game. There's a few times when he's done that. I think he killed Fiora top lane earlier with that kind of play, where he throws out the Smite just for bursts as he jumps in. And this is partially why you max Q second as well, so you have extra bursts on your leap. But still, he's got a crap ton of damage here. And you'll see this game he'll build into like Blade Rune King or the Rage Blade. One of those two. Not Rage Blade, sorry. Gunblade. Anyway, siege time, boys. Something that JAX is not particularly good at doing, however, he can dive. This is the thing. He's not good at sieging because he doesn't push towers very well. When there's an enemy team defending, he doesn't push towers very well. But he can set up a dive quite nicely because he can block a lot of damage coming through onto him and has a lot of damage himself to just burst someone down. So he's good at setting up the dive, but this is pretty risky here. They've lost 2 people so far. They did pick someone up, but they lose 2 people for it. So not great, honestly. Risky play, but you know, that's not really JAX's speciality. You'll see if JAX makes impact here, it'll be mostly in like a 1v1 situation, maybe a team fight, but only if he's either mopping up or whether he's got like the Scion going in first. Like, he won't be able to do it all himself. He's trying to though. Oh, that's cheeky. No, this guy's a cheeky JAX. I think this might not be bad, you know. There's a TP coming in to flank as well. Kassadin's here too. JAX is kind of low, but outside of that, he may be able to join and make something happen here. Siv's going down. Fiora should be soon to follow, maybe with the Elise as well. Elise should be going down here too. There it is. She's dead as well. Ez pretty much the suicides, but that's a lot of kills right there. So now you ping on to either the towers or the Baron. This is something that's really important, guys. When you get kills, when you get advantages, what do you do with that? The worst thing to do right here would be to recall or just farm the jungle or something like that. That would be the worst thing to do. Right now at this stage, you want to use the fact that there are no enemy players on the map. No one can contest what it is you want to do here. So what is it do you want to do? Either you want to push down mid, you want to push down bot here because there's loads of minions here as well, or you want to go for the Baron. Those are the 3 big options here. JAX is pretty good at taking Baron away. However, there's no one else. Because Ez died, there's not really anyone else to help him. But JAX by himself is probably good enough to do it. So Kassadin is a very cheeky player, very strong player. But he could have pushed as well. You just have to kind of have to just weigh it up. You know, like, obviously the first question you have to ask is, can we even do the Baron? Sometimes when you finish a fight, you're too weak to do it. He's playing quite selfish here. He's actually taken a lot of CS from his laners, which is a bit surprising, but not too surprising because he's JAX and he's actually carrying the game pretty hard. 6-0-3. Probably going by a Cutlass, I would imagine here. There's the Cutlass. Mertreads, sometimes he gets Ninja Tabby as well. Mertreads and Ninja Tabby, he goes both. But yeah, if you think you can do the Baron, generally speaking, that is a good one to go for. Because it's like, it's good to take it off the map so the enemy team can't get it either. And it means that after you've killed the Baron, you can then like work towards getting towers as well. But if he thought he could get an inhibitor, for example, then I think maybe that would be just as good as going for Baron. I think he probably wouldn't have had the time to go for the inhib because it's quite early on into the game, right? So he probably would have got like a tower, maybe 2 towers, maybe the inhibitor, but I think it would have been a difficult one to secure at least. So I think going for the Baron in this situation obviously is fine, but just in general, guys, if you think you can push towers, go for Baron. You have to do that after you get kills. Else it's pointless. What's the point of getting kills? And if you say in solo queue that your teammates don't listen to you, just spam ping. Just spam ping, and then they will listen to you. Alright, this Elise has decided to int now. Okay, I guess that's the game then, if Elise is just inting, right? She's got 6 Moby boots. Alright, well the game is kind of, you know, especially in high elo Korea, games like this are kind of just lost, but it's still like a, I don't know. I don't think this game is impossible to come back from, but this JAX here is an absolute monster, so yeah, and Kassadin is now popping off as well. Ez is better at this stage of the game than he was in the early game as well, so That's probably going to be a game right there. There it is. So, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay, guys. Let me know what you thought about it down below. Let me see. Tell me what champions you want to see. Whether you want to see some more like low elo champions, low elo god champions. I've been seeing a lot of requests for those. Or whether you just want to see random stuff a bit like this as well. This is maybe like a mixture of the two. But still, either way, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, guys. A cheeky thumbs up if you liked it. You can subscribe to me as well for more Legends content. Most importantly, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in my next. That is a massive spider outside my window. I'm so glad that window is closed. Wait, we have to say goodbye from Shad as well. Shaddy says goodbye. I'm sure if he weren't passed out right there, he would say goodbye as well. But still, he's thinking it. Alright, see you later, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video.